The following presentation is being brought to you commercial-free thanks in part to LDDJ Interiors, serving the Palm Beaches to Miami in the South Florida area. At LDDJ Interiors, our mission is to get you to your happy home. With over 35 years of quality service behind us, we specialize in drywall finishing, knockdown, textured ceilings and walls, woodwork finish painting, and so much more. Contact us today so we can get you started on your journey to your happy, happy home experience.
The following presentation is a production of Reunion Media Group. Please see the show description for the link and please support our show sponsors.
Welcome to Soul Cafe Radio. You are listening to From the Heart, a daily podcast designed to inspire, encourage, and educate the people of God. And now here is your host, the Wordmaster.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are and whenever you're listening, you're tuned into Soul Cafe Studios from the Heart Podcast. First of all, please allow me to thank you. Thank you profusely for being with me during this series. As we close out our series, we're going to be looking at Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48, and we're going to be looking at character perfection, talking about some deep stuff today. So, let's go. Verse 43. Ye have heard that it had been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Verse 48 and last. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. This is a lot to swallow indeed. And this is the crux of being a Christian, my friends. Christian character perfection. Ascending the ladder to its highest rung. And the highest rung is when you are completely purged mentally, spiritually, emotionally, when you are purged in your words, in your thoughts, in your actions. You eradicate negative thinking, negative speaking, negative doing. And it's a process and it's a progression, beloved. That is not your work. Your work is to surrender. It's a promise here in Matthew 5. These are the things that will happen when you learn to surrender your life fully over to the Lord. And again, that in and of itself is a progression. It's a progression because, let's face it, who wants to love their enemies when their enemies are destroying them? I remember I was in a Bible discussion, looking at these things. In fact, earlier in the chapter, Jesus talks about if someone smites you on the one cheek, offer to them the other. And one person said, this is impractical. Somebody else had to write this. This is not making sense. This is what we talked about in a previous presentation, things that don't make sense to the natural mind. And that's why as we go into a knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ, he reveals these things to us. One of the things that we talked about during the series was the fact that Jesus has many, many things to tell us, but he can't tell us at certain points in time because we're not ready for it. But he leads us on softly, and in his time, he'll make all things known. He'll make all things beautiful. So I just want to encourage you, my friends, on today, that you continue up the ladder of progression. You continue to dive deep into those living fountains and to drink of that living water. Continue to grow, continue to mature, continue to have your faith built up in the Lord. You see, these verses tell us plainly that if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, your life is not an ordinary life. Your life transcends the everyone, the mediocre, and the norm. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans the same. Again, we're not trying to be ordinary. We're not trying to be like everybody. We are seeking to have the mind of Christ. We are seeking to delve deep into the things of God. And here it tells us this most paramount of experiences, being one with God, involves me laying down everything that is of me. That's what we talked about in essence throughout the week, making sure that we know for certain that our lives are hid with Christ in God, and His Spirit, His mind dominates our words, our thoughts, and our actions. And as we close out today, I want to say from my heart to yours, just in recapping this series, my beloved, the Bible is clear that the natural man will not invest time into looking into these things, and that is why we need to pray for people. Like Gehazi has to be prayed for. Lord, open up his eyes. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of what you have for me. Song taken directly from this chapter. Oh, my beloved, take heart, take hope, because in truth and in fact, God's got this. God's got you. And if you continue to search for Him, the Bible is clear. You will find Him when you will have searched with all the heart, when you will have searched the deep things of God and stop skimming off the surface. Go deeper, my friends. Go deep down. May God bless you abundantly. Until next time.
The preceding has been a presentation of Reunion Media Group. Please see the show description to be a monthly sponsor. Monthly sponsorships are $2, and you will receive exclusive content not heard anywhere else.
Thank you for joining us today on Soul Cafe Radio. You've been listening to powerful music and messages for the mind and soul. Join us next time when we deliver more of the same. And remember to visit our website at www.soulcafeonline.org.